The US dollar was trading flat against a basket of major currencies on Friday amid faint optimism for a breakthrough in the US-China trade talks. Mixed signals on trade negotiations have been prevalent. However, evidence that the trade war has been a drag on global economic growth is increasing as well. On Thursday, China's Commerce Ministry said that the two countries were holding in-depth discussions, while the US President Donald Trump said earlier in the week a deal was close. However, the dollar dropped sharply after reports that an agreement may not be reached on time. The US dollar index ended lower on Friday at 97.8710, posting a slight weekly loss of 0.1%. Meanwhile, the liveliest mover was the British pound, which firmed after UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and all Conservative Party candidates in the upcoming election have pledged to back the Brexit deal. Sterling moved up to close at 1.2901 on Friday, posting a 0.6% gain week on week. It was also supported by fresh opinion polls pointing to a Conservative victory. In the meantime, the euro bounced back from its one-month low of $1.09.89 hit on Thursday. That pushed the dollar index down. The shared currency rose by 0.26% on Friday to close at $1.10.52. Week on week, the euro rose by only 0.01%. According to currency strategists, markets are awaiting good news, but exchange rates are likely to remain range-bound this week. Monetary policy meeting minutes from the US Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank will also be in focus this week, as investors continue to monitor the effects of recent central bank easing against a background of trade uncertainty and slowing global growth. Meanwhile, the crypto king dropped by 1.8% on Friday to close at 8,495.8. For the week, Bitcoin lost 7.7% of its dollar value. Analysts are now noting that Bitcoin may currently be expressing a similar pattern to that seen in 2017, which could mean that it's leaving its corrective period and entering another uptrend, assuming that history rhymes. Speaking of commodities, oil prices cruised more than 2% higher after two top US officials had expressed optimism over a China-US interim trade deal in a near-term outlook, offsetting worries of supply surplus amid a stringent US crude inventory build. Brent crude for January delivery climbed by $1.02 on Friday to close at $63.30 a barrel on the London ICE Futures Exchange. The WTI intermediate for December delivery rose by 95 cents to settle at $57.72 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Oil investors will keep focus on the upcoming meeting of OPEC and its allies on December 5-6 in Vienna, where they will discuss output policy. Their existing production deal runs until March. In the meantime, gold futures fell on Friday as the US stock benchmarks rebounded amid investors' growing optimism over progress of the US-China trade talks. The most active gold contract for December delivery was down by 0.33% to close at $1,468.50 per ounce. You've watched Combined Review of Financial Markets on Insta TV. Stay tuned.